try.
Alright, we are on air with 3G Podcast, episode 21, and as Jared was talking about, he wants to play some game coming out next week, which would be...
Dragon Quest Builders.
So that's already sold in your eyes. Alrighty, well, Nocturnia just played the game, the demo.
I don't like the controls.
No,
I also don't like, those save things.
Okay, save points, not
save
doing
blocks.
It. Yeah.
I forgot the controls for this game.
So, just to be clear, it doesn't autosave at all?
No, apparently not, because I lost all of my progress.
I was reading one reviewer, DualShockers review, I think, and he complained that he lost like 6 hours of play because the game crashed when he went to his desktop. So that doesn't bother me. I kind of want to say, take control of your saving.
Wait, he played 6 hours of the demo, or did he actually get a copy of the game?
Obviously the game.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, you could fuck around for 6 hours in the demo.
Easily, yeah. So I was reading some of the reviews, the two that Jared sent me, anyways, and it was piquing my interest. I wasn't sure how.
Before when you took a nap, he was like, "I don't know if I want to get this or not."
I'm still thinking. Do we want to get this? It might happen. It might happen. But,
then I wake up and he's like, "You need to play the demo."
You need to play the demo to give us your thoughts. So do you have any more substantial thoughts than, oh, I don't like the controls and I forgot to save?
I don't like that it's a top-down view. I really don't. It's also a little too cutesy for me.
Okay, so it's not gonna be...
It did come off as pretty cutesy.
It's Dragon
So
Quest.
do you fight monsters at all?
Yes.
You can.
You fight slimes and the same things you've been fighting forever in Dragon Quest. Slimes and Drakes and Chimera, and they had skeletons at the end of the demo.
Yeah. Apparently there's a green dragon in a demo.
Wait, I did not find that thing.
I have no idea where it is. Yeah, you only do like 1 damage to it.
Well, it's nice that they're throwing weird stuff in there. But, I don't know. I'm tempted to buy it, but... if bad old Nocturnia doesn't want it, I guess, might as well abstain. Until it gets a price drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, to be quite honest. Wait until it drops 20 bucks at least.
Because if she wanted to play it'd be fine, but...
It seems like it would be a good game to play with the kids.
Yeah, it'd probably definitely be good for them.
With the kids.
Supposedly the
It's weird what some people think of.
Supposedly the campaign's like 40-50 hours.
Oh please, this is gonna be a lot longer than that for me. I'm not gonna be able to focus on the campaign. I never do. But I saw some things that I liked in the DualShockers review. They were showing a somewhat more developed town, and you know, they had multiple storied houses with actual roofs on them. So there's still a lot of questions that I want answered, like you know, do you get more than one town? Does it ever expand in size? How high can you build it, you know?
Yeah. Important questions.
Essentially just how much building is there. And Jared, that Jolix just threw a rock right in your face. But you can't argue, we're finally out of the dry spell, because we had XCOM 2 come out, what, last week? Or was that today? I can't remember. It came out recently. And Darkest Dungeon, we have Dragon Quest Builders, Skyrim comes out towards the end of the month, I think in 3 weeks? 2 weeks? Something like that.
The Bioshock collection
Yep, waiting for a price drop on that, and then Dishonored 2 comes out
End of
November
November.
11th? No, November 11th,
Or,
I think.
I said end of November, didn't I?
Then, you know, if you have a 3DS, you got Dragon Quest 7, you have a Shin Megami game, you have Yokai Watch 2, there's a bunch of shit out.
Yokai Watch 2, which is not getting much love from reviewers. Jared was a little salty about that. I think IGN gave it, what, a 5.5? Before showing they didn't even know what they were really talking about.
Yeah, well, they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Are they better
Sounds
than...
about right.
Are they better than Polygon, at least?
Or about the same.
No, I think that's drastically unfair. To say that.
No, it doesn't take too much to be better than Polygon.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not giving IGN too much credit. I'm defaming Polygon even more. So
Although I've seen some wildly gross reviews from IGN as well.
That's true, but I can't.
7.5, too much water.
What game was that? Or is that just an example?
It was one of the Pokemon games.
I guess after like 20 years of Pokemon, what more can you fucking say? It's like, you know what the game is.
Game.
Yeah, it's Pokemon, so let's dispense with that. They haven't changed anything substantial since it came off the Game Boy. So
yeah, going through Pokemon is like going through the evolution of handheld gaming.
pretty much.
In its own way, you know.
Yeah. So, Dragon Quest Builders is a day one buy for you, Jared.
Yep, I already have it pre-ordered.
But the rest of us are taking a pass on it, or a delay, I should say.
Yeah, delay is probably the best word.
Okay.
I'll buy it and play it eventually for sure.
Alright. And what about Skyrim? Is anyone else going in on Skyrim, or am I the only one?
On day
I'm
one,
looking forward
no.
to playing it again. But I'd rather get it discounted, but
Well, I'm going to be writing about it, so...
yeah.
Or editing, I should say. It's not fair to say I'm writing about it, I guess.
Updating it.
Being Greg's secretary.
Yep.
Well, we lost
Oh,
both his
hey,
legs.
we finally got him.
I totally cut off both his legs. That was totally me. I used the special attack. Do not regret. What about Dishonored 2? I've already got Skyrim. I guess I'm the only one buying Skyrim day one. Grudgingly.
Well,
Hesitantly.
I got Dishonored 2 day one already.
Yeah, so do I. I bought the collector's edition on that.
Yeah, so do I. I got the regular edition.
Okay, so we're all
Yay,
in on
everybody
Dishonored.
likes Dishonored.
Yeah, that game was fucking great. First one was great. It took me a while to play it, but not Dishonored 2. I'm getting on that one as soon as I can. What else is there? Right. So Rebecca and I both bought Darkest Dungeon, and I did get to play it a good bit, so I have some things to say about that. What the hell else is out there? Yeah, XCOM 2. Was anyone planning on picking that up at any point?
Oh yeah, eventually. It's a delayed purchase as well, though.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time for me, but it will be after a price drop. I'm hoping for a lot this Black Friday. I am. I'm hoping some things go down in price. Alright, so let's get into the news and all that then. There's not too much to go over, but some things. This might make BK Stunt happy if he hasn't heard about it yet. And I grabbed all my articles from GameSpot this time just because I couldn't be bothered to fish around for better sources. Fucking rebloggers of gaming news, but what does that make us? Rebloggers?
That re-bloggers that play video games and talk about the news that we're reblogging.
Yeah. forming opinions. So, PS4 is getting the murder mystery games Danganronpa 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna bitch about that a little later.
You're bitching about it?
I mean, it's another $60 that I don't need to spend, you know?
Oh,
God damn it.
Shut up, you baby.
Hey.
Technically, it's 40.
Well.
I do not buy that. I do not buy that whining from you for 1 second.
Yeah,
You can waste money on
$60
it.
for the limited edition.
Yeah.
It's $60 for the collector's thing on Nisa's online store. That's what I mean, do I need to buy it? No. Have I already played it? Yes.
Yeah,
am I going to buy it? Yeah. Day one.
Alright, so tell us about these games, because I have no clue what they are or anything about them.
Well, like the article said, they're murder mystery games. You're basically stuck in a high school with
Japan, a high school setting.
10, 11, 12.
Oh,
I mean, you shouldn't be surprised about anything here, Nathan.
No.
These are definitely Japanese games. Yeah, so you're stuck in high school with 10, 11, 12 other kids, but they're all quote unquote ultimate students, right? Like the best swimmer in all of Japan. They call her the ultimate swimmer, and you happen to be the ultimate lucky student.
What is that?
Because you were picked to go to this school without having any other skill through a lottery system, right?
That doesn't sound like it would be fun.
Yeah, way to.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad time.
And get shown up
Bad
every
time,
day.
quite honestly. But things go wrong, yada yada yada. Now you're all trapped and in a death game.
Well, that escalated.
Yeah, things escalate. Things escalate quickly. Where did you get a hand grenade? You know, things turn very bad very quickly, and if you can't figure out like who murdered who each chapter, you're all gonna die. But if somebody can get away with murder, they can escape. So that's the premise of the game, basically. And your captor gives you reasons to murder. If you and your classmates don't murder on your own voluntarily, it's massively fucked up. If you like a good story, you'll love this game.
I just can't imagine there is a game with a premise like that does not have fan service in it.
A little bit, very mild.
I'm actually surprised. Anytime something says
you should not be surprised.
Master of the swim team, I'm just like, I've seen that play out before.
Yeah, I mean, it's there a little bit in both games, but it's definitely not the focus whatsoever.
Who's inexplicably going to be in her swimsuit for some reason.
It's much more about the whodunit aspect of the game. A lot like the Zero Escape series, which I'm guessing you've never played.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, other than the 4 or 5 times I've told you about it.
Yeah, well, it's not
He
ringing a
doesn't
bell.
listen. He doesn't listen.
No.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
My ears are completely gigo. Garbage in, garbage out.
I've heard a lot of people who don't like the visual novel type games like that have loved the Danganronpa series.
The first 2 Danganronpa games, a series in which exemplary teenagers are locked together in a school by a murderous teddy bear. I had to read that. A murderous teddy bear.
Yeah, the teddy bear part should turn some heads.
No, it's like
he is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, I've played the third-person shooter type game, which is not very smart on my idea because it spoils pretty much the first 2 games.
Oh yeah, it spoils the first one just outright.
Yeah.
So it's like a
But yeah.
continuous
It's supposed
narrative?
to be. No, well, Danganronpa has lots of gameplay. It's mostly narrative until you get to like the trial, right? Because the bear gives you a chance to, once a murder's been committed, the bear gives everybody a chance to check out the crime scene. And then eventually, like 24 hours later or something, they all go to this trial where they have to reason with each other and try to figure out who committed the murder, and then they all vote on who they think committed the murder. And if they're right, they all live and the murderer dies, and if they're wrong, the murderer walks free. But during the trial, it's a lot of gameplay elements. They all talk with each other, and you have to answer like logic questions. And then they have it's really weird. They call this like the subtitle for this game is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So it's kind of got like this gunplay theme, which is really weird. No reason at all it should have this, but in the trial, you fire truth bullets to argue your case.
Oh god.
How does
this not
it's
sound
really
incredibly
weird.
cringeworthy to you?
It does. It sounds
Okay.
cringeworthy, but it is fantastically fun gameplay.
It's
I mean,
like
you
that-
wrap such a good story around it, and you can put up with a lot of things.
I'm sorry, nothing that happens in a Japanese high school with that flimsy of a premise can be a good story, in my opinion.
You would be surprised.
Okay, so...
Seriously, the story is that good. Like, if you don't like visual novels, you're not going to like this game, period. Don't
Yeah.
play it, don't buy it, don't get it.
Like I said before,
But if you
I like game
if
in
you
my
can
game.
if you can sit back and play a game just like other people sit back and read a book, this is one of the better stories out there.
Honestly, I'd probably just end up getting a guide for it and figuring out what to do.
Ah. You know, I actually never wrote for the first Danganronpa. I wrote for the other 2.
Danganronpa.
So this might be a great excuse to go back and write for the first one.
Ultra
I have a friend
Despair
that wrote for
Girls.
the first one. Yeah, that's the third one. It is a spin-off game. It is much more cringy.
Yeah, Ultra Despair Girls. It kind of sounds like, isn't there some, it reminds me of some other game on the PS4, where I think the whole point of it is to try and, like, knock people into traps or something? I don't know. Can't even remember the name. But anyway, speaking of spin-offs, Jared, why don't you tell us about a Senran Kagura spin-off that's apparently happening. The world needs this game.
Oh god. Yeah, so it was just announced today that it was okay, if you don't know, Senran Kagura is basically a beat 'em up, pretty much. Pseudo Dynasty Warriors, but with high school girls with basically giant tits.
Fan service out the ass.
Yeah. So
Yeah, see,
today,
Danganronpa has no fan service compared to this.
Yeah, no.
so
I don't
yeah,
think
so they announced.
I don't think most games do.
So they announced today a spin-off called Senran Kagura Beach Peach something. I can't remember the name of it.
Beach Peach, really?
It's like Beach Peach something. I forget the third word. So it's
Oh, that's
basically
fantastic.
a 5-on-5 shooter with water guns.
And it is compatible with VR.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Now, I just want to paint a little picture, right? Japan has a disturbing problem with enduring prolific virginity. So, you are some Japanese male that's going to play a 5-on-5 Senran Kagura game where your job is to spray another almost certainly male gamer's female avatar with water guns. Probably all of you will be playing one-handed. This just seems like the dumbest
I feel
idea.
really bad for women in Japan, honestly. They're not getting laid.
It's, I'm sorry. Cultural relativism is bullshit. This is pathetic. And I am not a fucking SJW. I rag on them all the time, but this is just outright sad. It's also just a stupid game idea. Who wants to play a game like this? 5-on-5 online.
Horny virgins in Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but okay, no. I am okay with fan service in a game, but what I'm not okay with is sharing my fan service with another male. That is something I do not want to partake in online.
Well, you'll never have online fan service with that attitude.
I don't want it. That is something that I want to keep sheltered, keep hidden, keep to myself. Not even shameful. I don't want another dude in the activity, right? I don't know. I felt weird enough watching my friend download $30-$40 worth of fucking Oni Chenbara DLC. I was just like, dude, come on. The game's already got enough fan service. You need to really buy more. So, yeah, this is...
And he has a wife.
That is weird.
He has a wife. He gets laid regularly from what I am meant to believe. So, I mean, it's not,
And she wasn't terribly happy.
No, not considering she makes most of the money.
Yeah, she was more upset about the money than anything else. Because she likes big-titted anime girls.
Yeah, she is totally fine with that part.
But she, did not like the expenditure of dough.
But, yeah, I don't know. This comes across as incredibly, just bad game design. I don't know. I can't imagine who this game is designed for. Because the people that it seems obviously designed for, I can't imagine wanting to play a 5-on-5 multiplayer game. I don't know. But, in Slack chat. Japan, get laid. Sincerely, the rest of the world.
Yeah, it's so weird that that's a story. Like, how can a country have these problems?
I don't know. I would need to know more about them.
They don't got time for actual chicks.
Oh, very, very weird.
All I can do is speculate from a Western opinion, and that's never going to give you the right answer. So, I don't know. Maybe overpopulation, overcrowding, not
Jeez,
no
man, he
incentive
got
to start
fucked.
family. Yeah, we cut the
He
shit
got
out
lost
of
all
this
4
guy.
legs.
Okay, next
He's
story.
still over halfway, well, alive, I guess. He's got more than half his health.
Oh yeah, he's got 3
Yeah.
quarters.
3
Whatever,
quarters.
it starts to go down quickly once he's lost his limbs. So, another story. If you play Rise of the Tomb Raider on any platform on the first week on PS4, you'll get some free in-game currency.
Really?
Yep, 10,000 in-game credits. That just smacks of desperation of, holy shit, people are not buying this game, and we need to try and induce them into buying it. With that said, who here is buying that game on date of release?
Not I.
Nobody? Yes, that's kind of what I thought.
No.
That game smacked of...
That is why they have to do this.
Exactly. Well, you know what? There's a lot of... If GameFAQs means anything in terms of representing gamerdom, which I hope it doesn't, but in this case it might. People are kind of pissed off that this game came out a year early on Xbox One. So, you got a lot of salty Sony ponies that are going, fuck it. If they're going to wait to put it on my console, I'm going to wait to buy it. And it's hard to
they
bitch
did
about.
the same thing with the first title. And I'll do the same thing I did back then that they're doing now. I will wait till it's ultra cheap, which it's going to be.
Very quickly,
and buy it when it's cheap, because why would I spend $60 for something that's been out for a year plus?
Yeah. So are you just protest not buying it because they favored Microsoft, or are you just like, it's been out for a year?
It's more like it's not super exciting to me, and I can wait anyways because I don't,
he just
I
don't give a
really care.
I'm not that big of a Tomb Raider fan, and the genre is just not a $60 genre to me, so I was never going to buy it full price anyways. So it has nothing to do with, they betrayed us, I'm a pony, clomp clomp, nay. But,
nah. That was thoroughly goatish.
Yeah.
I mean, the first game was really good by Crystal Dynamics. The first Tomb Raider game that they did. Yeah. So I'm sure this one's going to be fantastic. It's just I can probably wait 3 months and get it for a third of the price.
Yeah, it's just not a game that it's the first game I had on PS4, but it's not my most favorite of genres, so I'm not going to spend more than $30 on it. So, you know, this damn game, all you hear is the clacking of controller buttons.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just sounds like Sony's like, please buy it, please give us a full $60. It's not gonna happen. You guys piss too many people off, and I don't see this game. I see it selling well, but I don't see it selling $60 well.
No, I mean, and they can't bitch about it either because they basically signed that fate when they decided that they would take the money for a year out on Xbox.
I hope it was a lot. I don't know how well that game sold on Xbox, but I hope it was worth about 1 million sales.
I hope it's worth it.
Yeah. It probably would have sold.
I don't want to see them go down as a company.
Square Enix isn't going down as a company. Neither Crystal Dynamics. So
right.
They're all going to be fine. So. Alright. What's next on the list? Yooka-Laylee is getting a physical release alongside its digital release.
Oh.
Does that appease anybody? Are we happy cats about that?
I do like physical releases. I can't help it. I'm a collector.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I like physical on principle. Because then I feel like I own the game. Not much to say there unless anyone wants to sing the praises of Yooka-Laylee.
Has anybody here backing it?
No.
Nah. I'm not backing anything that's not an RPG.
I mean, I think I'll play it at some point. I haven't backed it though.
Oh, did you? We forgot last time, I think, to go over your Kickstarter rant.
Did we?
I think we did, didn't we?
Oh, I think we did as well.
Yeah. And that's what you get for bringing stuff up in private parties days before the podcast, because then I forget. But we can do that now. So,
well,
yeah.
Yooka-Laylee is like one of the biggest Kickstarter successes.
Can we really call this
maybe. Well, I mean, it's successful to the people that wanted your money.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I just quantify what we mean by success, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, that's also fair. Success is to people like you and me the release of a promised game, right?
That sells well and
in some sort of reasonable time frame that sells well.
Investors and makes a profit on its own.
Hey, I got a new Matama. Some guy with a bow.
Yep, and then he went, sing it some. It's like, okay. Chill out, dude. Chill out.
I don't think I got it. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention then.
So tell us about your Kickstarter woes.
the big turnoff to crowdfunding games. I mean, it seemed like it, and it may just be, it's because the time I got into it, I don't know. It seemed like it was a huge thing a few years ago, and now everybody, well, after Mighty Number 9 especially, everybody's very, very wary of this source of game development. And I mean, Mighty Number 9 is a success compared to many other Kickstarters out there that haven't even begun to deliver on their promises.
Peter Molyneux.
He's a success to people who take the money and run, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
in comparison, at least he puts games out.
He's an exemplar of it.
Yeah, there's a Twitch streamer who goes by the name of Dan Gaming. Usually towards the end of the month, he'll go through a bunch of Kickstarters, and man, some of them are horrible. Some of them are hilarious. It's like funny what some people will try to get money for.
Guys, be smart with your money, okay? Be smart.
Hey, that guy wanted to make potato salad and was only asking for like $15 or something like that. Ended up with a lot of money.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, go on, Greg. Stop interrupting you.
Well, the one that's burned me that I'm all pissed off about is it's a game called the Unsung Story. And the reason it burned me is because they attached oh shoot, I'm blanking his name. Jared, help me out. Final Fantasy 12 director. Yes,
Matsuno?
Yeah, Matsuni. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, Matsuno, I think. Yeah, the Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff like the guy.
Yeah, he did Final Fantasy Tactics, Vagrant Story, Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, so they basically when they launched this game, they said, "Hey, this is. Are you guys fighting stuff I'm not seeing? This is weird. Literally swinging at air." So they attach this guy's name on the project, and they say, "Hey, this world's going to be created by the famous Final Fantasy Tactics director. We're going to develop it. This is going to be like an unofficial spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics." That's how they sold the game, right?
Yeah.
And that was like 3+ years ago. I haven't heard from it since. Apparently, Yasmat is fine with his name just being put out there on a project. I mean, I'm sure he probably gave them the world and the story, right? Like, he probably did his due. But the developers took the money, used it for other projects, which they've come out and said they've used it for other projects.
That is not okay.
And it will go 4, 5, 6 months without a single update, and then they'll come and say, "Hey, we fucked up. We need to update you guys better. We're going to do monthly updates from now on. 5 months later, you'll get another update." It's horrible. It's just absolutely. If you want to see some of the worst that Kickstarter has generated, this is it. And it just bums me out. There's plenty of games that do this on Kickstarter, but it bums me out because they attached his name to it.
Well, is this the guy that flamed out during development of Final Fantasy 12?
Yeah,
that was
yes.
causing that project all kinds of problems. Because I wasn't too in touch with gaming news back then, but even I heard about the criticism he was getting from people.
He left during Final Fantasy 12, and ever since then he's been doing small projects, mostly for mobile/phone or handheld.
That guy right there, his name being attached to anything would be a red flag to me.
Yeah, perhaps.
So.
Perhaps to some.
I mean, there are some people.
Clarified with to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there are some people who flame out or fail that are actually still good. Like I'd say, a lot of the people like Chris Avalone and Fergus Ukart, who are part of the old Black Isle team, they're still in it, and I still trust them. If their name is attached to anything, I give it a little more credibility. But they really haven't burned me too much. So more Interplay that failed there.
Yeah, well, Interplay did fail.
They failed pretty hard, yeah.
Sadly enough.
Well, I mean, obviously, Nathan, you're big into like the Western RPGs and stuff like that. But if there was a new Kickstarter game that had had the name of like Sakaguchi and Uematsu on it, you would probably have your interest peaked, right?
See, I'm not gonna buy a Uematsu game just because he did music for it. I don't. It'll make the game better, but it won't make the game not suck. So.
This would probably be the equivalent of Chris Avallone putting out a game, you getting really psyched, putting money in it.
Yeah, but Chris
and
Avallone
then, like,
hasn't...
all he did was like write them a story, and then he's done, right?
I think to a project, he might have contributed to Divinity Original Sin 2. So, I mean, to be fair, to my knowledge, he hasn't flamed out in the middle of a project. You know, that's just kind of a warning that this guy might not have it anymore. So, and yeah, if he's just donating a story, a world, some themes, some characters, doesn't mean the gameplay is going to be good, but they seem to have fucked up in a more fundamental, unforgivable way. Essentially, they were working on other shit and, you know, got ahead of themselves and squandered the money. So...
Yeah, that's why pretty much the only game I'll ever back on a site like Kickstarter anymore is going to be like proven past project successes like Shadowrun, because they've done 3 games now on Kickstarter. They're working on a 4th for, what was it, Mech Warrior, I want to say.
Okay. I was gonna say, did they do another Shadowrun Kickstarter? Because I did not hear about that.
No.
Oh, there was another
Unfortunately.
Kickstarter I was interested in. I can't remember what it was now. I have to go look at.
But that's like, in general, that's the only way you can guarantee these people are worth a damn, because Kickstarter surely doesn't care about you.
No, I mean Kickstarter.
It's nothing.
They warn you. They warn you. Wasteland.
Yeah, they
3.
warn you.
Yeah, but it's
Wasteland
on
3.
you.
I forgot about that. Yeah. That campaign for Wasteland 3 on Fig, which I have never heard of or contributed to before, starts in just under 11 hours. I'm tempted by that one. I am. So, like the first, or the second Wasteland, I should say, the last Wasteland they did, but with co-op, yeah. I'm tempted to see what they're offering.
I have no idea what this big thing is.
In Kiwami?
Invisible to the rest of us.
Yeah, we seem to be having a little bit of connectivity problems.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a Drumble in the last mission that just... I was attacking and attacking and attacking, and it should have died like 3 times, and it was immune.
At the end of the mission?
Yeah, you were swinging at air.
Before the mission accomplished, well before the mission accomplished, it was just immune, and it just kept knocking me out.
It was sure as hell able to hit us, though.
Yep.
But,
I didn't see myself taking really much damage, though. Just... I couldn't kill it. Should have died. Couldn't kill it.
Drumble. What a great name.
yeah. So, I think I went over this last week, but is anyone interested in the Wasteland 3? Not Kickstarter, but crowdfunding.
Meh.
Meh.
You know, I don't like
Unfortunately.
to spend money, but I am interested in the game.
Okay. Well, I mean, see, I want to see what kickbacks they have for donations. Because it's supposed to have simultaneous release on the PS4, so, I mean, if I can secure myself a physical copy on the PS4 by donating, I might just do that.
See, and there's an example of a company that's had success, a proven success in the
Yes.
past, right?
Yep, their game came out and it was well received, so I have faith in them. You know, it seems like a safe investment. It's a game I want. It's co-op, so I'm interested. I'm gonna look at it here soon. Another news today. Apparently, it's National Taco Day.
It sure is.
And I
Well,
did
it's
not
really
leave.
slow. It must be really slow when we're going over the National Taco Day.
No,
huh?
no, no. This is
No, it's National Taco Day. That's important.
Oh,
National Taco Day
okay.
would get mentioned on any podcast. Thank you. We were
Taco!
we were up in town earlier, and we were gonna go to Taco Bell. I know. Suppress your revulsion. We were gonna win ourselves a PSVR. And
Which would totally happen.
yep, exactly.
Yeah,
But then we backed out of it because I can't remember what the reason was.
because I rather would have a cherry limeade.
Okay, that was the reason. It was happy hour, so we went to go get drinks at Sonic instead. And then I got home and found out it was National Taco Day, and we instantly regretted our choice. So we're probably going to run to town again after this podcast, and
Although, technically here it will not be Taco Day anymore.
we will still be celebrating it, and it will be our big meal for the day, so I say that counts. So yeah, we will be going to get taco deliciousness in town. Not Taco Bell. We're going to buy ourselves shelves and make it at home, so it'll actually be good.
Oh, good.
We will leave the PSVR to someone else.
I
So,
already
Jared,
have
have you
tomatoes
had
and lettuce.
have you had tacos today?
No.
Jared's
No.
Italian. He doesn't eat that.
Did you have
ethnic food.
tacos, BK?
I had nachos. Does that? I mean, that's got to give me half credit.
Partial
I
credit.
fucking love tacos.
You're not a full
Who doesn't love
blasphemy.
tacos?
I don't know who doesn't. Fucking ingrates. That's who. I was looking at like chili and beans and all that, and I hope I'm not being racist here. I really do. But I was noticing how much fiber they had, and I'm like, these fuckers are geniuses. They've actually made delicious food that doesn't clog you up. Which means they are better than every other ethnicity that I know of when it comes to their diet. So,
Yeah, but real chili doesn't have beans in it.
yeah, well, fuck real chili. If real chili doesn't have beans in it, then it can eat
Oh,
a
I
dick.
died. Oh, damn.
Uh-oh. Well, we're coming to your area, I think. That's what you get
That
for trying
thing
to fight
is-
a bird on your own.
I was taking out the little guys.
Oh, okay. Think it's no joke, huh? You know it's bad
Yeah,
when...
he did over half my health in one hit.
Yeah, this thing was not fun last time. I knew what I was fighting. I
Did you
should have
forget
put
to
on fire
roll while on
resistor.
fire 3 times?
Nah, it just sounds like it
I
one
totally did. Is that a thing?
Yeah, roll 3 times and put out fire.
You know, rolling while on fire makes all the sense in the world now.
See, I actually remember
Thank-
stuff that
thank
Jared
you.
tells us about this game.
Stop, drop, and roll, Greg.
Yeah,
Oh wow, he does a
so
crap
much
ton of
sense.
damage.
Jared, just so you know, someone actually does listen when you give tips. Only one
good
of
to know.
us, but at least someone does.
Speaking of games that, I think, was Darkest Dungeon on Kickstarter? I don't know if it was. It was certainly early access, though. So, clumsy segue, but I'm segueing. Let's talk Darkest Dungeon on the PS4.
Let's.
So we bought it.
Have
Did
you
you get it,
played
DK?
any more?
I played.
did.
I played about 2 hours in total, I think, which actually isn't bad. It means I cleared about 5 dungeons. I haven't lost a character yet. I am save scumming. I don't give a fuck. Eat a dick. I am past these mechanics where a bad round of RNG can cause me to lose hours of progress. I have too many games to play to bother with that. But I haven't lost a character yet. I haven't lost a party, which is surprising to me. I haven't had to retreat early from a dungeon. Doesn't mean I'm
I've done
good.
plenty of that.
It just means that RNG has been fairly kind to me, honestly. The one big gripe I have to say that I have for this game:
The controls.
the controls are fucking pathetic on the PS4. I don't know why they couldn't adapt their system better to console. Why they have to have weird fucking button inputs for every damn part of the game. I mean, just having to hold down the R2 button, then square to select characters, and then just random selections on the analog or D-pad and triangle for things. It's a mess. It takes a lot of getting used to, and
It has awkward controls, for sure.
I'm not a fan of the controls. It's very cryptic with basic things. So...
Well, to be fair, the PC version was very cryptic, too.
I know, but I don't think... Like, make a game punishing, make it unforgiving, make it difficult. I'm all for that, but don't fucking not tell me basic things. Because that's just bad game design and laziness. Not...
Well, the game as a whole has very poor tutorials. Like, for example, I didn't even know you could interact with the curios while you're dungeon diving.
Like the
Did
books
not know.
and,
They
and
don't
all that
explain
stuff.
it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also probably don't know that if you put certain things in certain curios that you'll get better rewards and not suffer the penalties.
All right.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant right there.
Oh,
I knew
thought
you could
meant,
interact
like,
with
at
them.
all.
Yeah,
Full
well, I knew you
disclosure
could
here.
interact with them. You just got to hit X, but...
We learned about this game from one of my fans on Facebook called Allie, and she, streams this game a lot, and it's what piqued my interest in it. But I wanted it on GOG, and then it came out on GOG, so I bought it, but then I heard it was coming out on PS4, so I was like, I'll just wait for the PS4 version. Like a genius, which I did. And Rebecca played some on the PC, and we'd seen Allie play a few times, so we knew some things going into it. Like, I was playing, and Mrs. Know-It-All over here has to be micromanaging everything I'm doing. But she
You
did
also
geez.
weren't listening, and you were getting pissed at the results, so...
I was getting more pissed that you
Who's
were
the fucking
interrupting
idiot?
me all the time. You, for interrupting me. Anyways.
My goodness.
I was trying to save him from getting
Oh, I
harmed by
believe you.
Curios. From Curios,
I'm
and here he
definitely
is.
on your side.
No.
Me-
She was
You're
trying
probably trying to make his life better in some way.
she was trying, but the
Look at the
problem
gratefulness you got.
the problem
none.
was she has no idea how this game controls on the PS4. So when
I
she was telling me to
don't know
do
how it
something,
controls.
when she was telling me to do something, there was no logical way that I knew of to get that actual end achieved.
Well,
Because the controls are so
I figured
bad.
you paid attention when the tutorial told you the
The
controls.
tutorials suck. They barely tell you anything. So, Greg, back me up on
That's
that.
probably what they do tell you for anyone who hasn't played the game is basically how to move around in the dungeon, because you have to approach your manor before you can go dungeon diving, right? So they
Yeah.
tell you how to move around, how to interact with things, and some basic survivability, like use a shovel on obstacles, stuff like that. And then you get into one fight with two bandits, and it's pretty much done after that.
There's
From
two
there
fights.
on, is there? Oh, there might be
Yeah.
two. Yeah. Oh, you're right. There is two actually. From there, you're pressing L2 to learn about everything else.
And yeah,
Hey,
take the
at least
word
they told you
learn
that
very.
L2 tells you about it.
Take the word learn very, very generously here.
Yeah.
So.
And
But-
the interweb says it's got a bunch of stability problems, so...
Oh, that's actually a good point. They, the second night I had it, like after buying it, the second night it was out, it crashed on me 2 times during the night. Like, it just wouldn't let me play. They've actually patched it since then.
Have they patched
So in all fairness, there's been a patch.
Well, they did say they would patch it as fast as possible.
They said they were looking into it. I saw it had 4 stars on PSN, which 4 stars
It was
on
an
PSN means it's
extremely
garbage.
fast patch.
Yes.
So I'm grateful for that. I played it the majority of last night and didn't have any issues at all.
Yeah, I haven't had it crash on me, and I did get to I was doing some. I'm still on like apprentice dungeons, but I have some people that have leveled up their resolve. I've got the sanitarium. I'm getting rid of diseases. I got a leper and a hellion, and I'm getting all these classes, upgrading buildings. It's a fun game. I knew a lot of.
I don't like this kind of responsibility. I have the thing.
Don't fuck up.
Needs to not.
Yeah, it's that simple.
I hate this fucking bird. Every time I start using my abilities, he flies into the air and Oh well. And I guess that's a challenge then. But it's a good game. It's really fun. Aside from the shit controls and the lack of telling you very basic things that they really should tell you.
There's no reason not to tell you.
Yeah, there's not.
Well, it makes the game harder.
No, that should not be the difficult. The game is hard enough in very good ways.
The difficulty should not come from that, for sure. Yeah. No, overall, I think it's those are the two worst things about the game right there. Overall, it's fantastic, especially if you're jaded like Greg, and you know, there's not much left to live for, right?
Oh man, I had a really hairy dungeon.
I'm in a good place. Yeah, I mean, life is meaningless.
I can give you the number for the suicide hotline.
Just don't call it on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, because fuck you.
Oh please. He doesn't have a 270 area code.
Anyways, this game is all about losing. I mean, it's depressing.
The trophies just.
They reward you for every setback.
I got 3 trophies at the beginning. Because my paladin took a bunch of critical hits to the face. I left the beginning tutorial with 1 hero.
Oh, damn.
Because Reynald, everyone loves Reynald.
Yeah.
The kleptomaniac, God-fearing paladin.
He's a kleptomaniac.
Did not make it.
He's been getting worse and worse on my game. So.
Yeah, he gets lots of negative traits, and you've got to clear them up. Like, as soon as you get that sanitarian, you...
Well, see, that's the thing. That is the thing. I think I figured out the key. I figured out the key to Darkest Dungeon.
Oh, go on, tell us, Mr. Expert.
Your adventures are nothing more than lambs to the slaughter. Oh. You don't gotta clear up shit. You know what you gotta do? You gotta send poor Reynald into the cove to get his face eaten off by a fucking lobster creature. That's what you gotta do.
I haven't gone to the cove yet.
He gets too many. I mean.
Ellie advised
lambs to the slaughter.
For a while.
You get too many bad traits on an adventure, you need to send them out to their death.
But if you get a lot of good traits, you want to remove the negative traits and keep that character so that they can reach level 6.
I got a leper who has the negative trait. He's afraid of beasts, right? And I really want to get that cleared up because I want to start using him in various areas. So, but I have one dungeon that I went through, right? This is my hairiest dungeon story. It was going pretty swimmingly. I've been lucky with the RNGesus so far. And it was going very nice. And then I get to the last 2 rooms, and I can't remember. I think I'm fighting orcs, and they're those orc drummers that raise your
stress.
Yeah. And they raise the stress of Reynald, who broke and got a negative. He got the negative trait abusive, and that made him run to the back of the party. So my paladin, my frontliner, is now hiding behind everyone else and yelling at them for everything. And so I'm trying to reshuffle.
They're fuck-ups.
Yeah. So I'm trying to reshuffle to get him back up to the front, and I get him up to slot number 2 and go to move my what's it? Bounty hunter? I can't remember.
Yeah.
What he is, but one of those people that have guns and a dagger. And I try to switch spots with them, and Reynald is like, "Oh no! If you try to break ranks, I'll fucking gut you myself." I'm just like, "Dude, chill out." So, my bounty hunter takes a lot of damage, and he breaks. And he becomes paranoid and starts muttering gibberish. And in the next room, we're in a fight.
The holy verses are untrue.
He stabs himself in the eye. It does 2 damage to him. Just at the beginning of his turn, he stabs himself. I think he stabbed himself in the eye and mutters mutters some paranoid nonsense. And then my Vestal breaks, and she starts going nuts.
It's bad when, like, they get paranoid because they'll also refuse to accept healing.
I didn't have that happen, but
Yeah, I've had that happen before. And then they'll literally tell you that, like, they need to die.
Yeah.
Or like, my time has come.
That's when they have like despair or something. I can't remember the name of the trait.
yeah, and I think
Yeah, this is what makes Darkest Dungeon so good, everybody. You will have just
Shit can go
fantastic things
downhill
happen.
fast.
it went downhill fast. I was slaughtering this dungeon. I had all kinds of stuff, and I'm going to the
He's
last.
still out of room and he's like, I think I should. And I was like, no, get out now.
Yeah,
Go home.
I did. I
Thought
completed.
about going to another room. Like, what?
I completed the mission.
See, lambs to the slaughter.
I completed the mission, but I wanted to go to the last room there and do what I could. And
I talked some sense into him.
she talked some
That would
sense
not
into
have
me,
ended
yeah.
well.
And I had like Ronald, who was stealing crap, right? He's a kleptomaniac by default, and he was like taking something, and he goes to do his normal kleptomaniac thing, but now he's abusive, and he's like, oh no, they won't get this from me. If I can't have it, no one can. So I don't know what happened to the items that he stole, but it's he was going bonkers. And my Vestal was murmuring to herself, and I think she went into like some religious psychosis. So, and yeah, once I got out of there, all she would do is pray. That's the only thing she would do. And I have another Vestal, ironically, who will not pray, who got so jaded in a dungeon that she refuses to pray.
Well, no, it
See,
says from what it's called witness or eyewitness or something, and it's like from what they experienced in town, they will no longer feel safe praying in the monastery or praying in public or something.
She developed that after a mission.
Did she?
She did. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I thought she had it from the.
I love all the quirks in this game.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell a ton of time has been spent in all these different quirks, because they will affect curios. I'm pretty sure the kleptomaniac will just outright come across like a treasure. Yeah, it doesn't. They'll just outright take the treasure and be like, "This is mine, fought for, well earned."
Yeah, I have a man at arms who refuses to do anything except fuck prostitutes. That is the only form of stress relief he will take.
Which sucks, because the caretaker loves to fuck prostitutes, too.
Yeah.
So...
so stress management is the name of the game.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, it really is. And I knew, the moment I knew I was going to love this game forever was the moment I sent my highwayman to the brothel, right?
Yeah.
To go release some stress, buddy. You earned it, right? You're doing good. I'm not gonna kill you off. And he comes back with syphilis. Motherfucker.
So now you have to put him in the sanitarium to get rid of the syphilis.
Yeah, he got syphilis from going to the brothel. God damn it.
I had a leper get
delightful.
2 diseases in one mission, and I was like, is it really worth my time to cure a leper of his diseases? I mean...
Yes, because lepers can reduce their own stress.
I know, lepers are good. I just got Hellions last time. I desperately want to increase my roster size from 16 to 20.
The loss of a leper and a Hellion is why I rage quit the PC version. I couldn't.
That's a pretty good
handle it.
reason. They're both pretty good.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it some more, and it's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. I'm probably going to play it safe and do a lot of pussy missions to stock up on money, upgrade my town.
Well, see, that's the thing. I love the fact that once your characters get high enough, they will refuse, or once they level up high enough, they refuse to go on the pussy missions.
Yeah, well,
they will.
That's fine. That's fine, because you know what? Then after that, I can start sending them on higher missions, or just do lower level missions with my new characters. And if my smart ass veterans get their asses killed on a higher mission, I get newbies again that do the low level things. So
more lambs to the slaughter.
I'm just trying to get money. I'm just trying to get resources. I'm trying to upgrade things. I know I should, accept my losses and move on. So
see, that's the way to look at it. Your goal is to upgrade that fucking town. You can't get attached to these guys.
Yep, I'm the caretaker. No, not caretaker. I'm the surviving heir. I just have to. These characters aren't my friends; they're my employees, and they knew what they signed up for.
The narration is really
and if
fantastic
they die, you don't
as
gotta
well.
pay them.
Oh, Rebecca loves the narration.
Oh, I love the narrator so much.
But so I see. Are you happy we told you about this game and told you to buy it?
Yes, yes. My friend Tony told me to get it too.
So.
There's no way.
I'm...
There's no way he told you before we did. No way. I refuse to believe it. Because we've been telling you about this since we started the podcast. So.
Since we.
I did my first. I did my first mid-level mission, I guess. The medium mission. Oh my goodness, they do ramp up the difficulty.
Those are just length. I don't think they're. What matters is like they say level 1 apprentice. I mean, they're harder than the short missions, but they're not like.
Oh no, my bad. Not medium in the length sense. The difficulty medium.
See, I haven't beaten like the Necromancer apprentice yet or anything,
up.
so I'm still doing that.
The bosses are very difficult.
I'm disappointed in one thing though, that you can't have more than 4 skills active at a time. I know that they want you to make, tactical sacrifices, but I think it would have been a big improvement to the RPG system if your veteran characters had an access to a wider array of skills.
Oh, I was wondering what you're talking about there for a second, but yeah. I kind of like the limited skill. It makes you choose.
Most of them only have about 4 or 5.
I know it makes you choose, but
anyway.
I think it would have been a meaningful differentiation between weak characters and more experienced veterans.
If they gave it to like the level 6 characters.
I mean, I'm not saying do it out the gate. I haven't leveled up any skills yet. I don't know how they work. Do you have to level up a skill for each character, or?
You do. Okay. You do, and it's per character.
Does it take time?
So you have to actually invest in that character.
Does it take time to train that skill, or can you just pay the gold and?
No, it just happens automatically.
Once you buy it, it's upgraded.
And it just costs money.
Yep, it's about $900 a pop.
So that's about
if you get the discount.
It's about the cost of staying at the inn or de-stressing them essentially, which runs from 1,000 to 1,500. See, I'm thinking that the gold piece reduction upgrades are going to pay for themselves in the long run.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's really expensive during the start of the game to de-stress.
Yeah,
I mean, you do not have that money.
I'm sitting at an equilibrium of about 10,000 gold. I will earn the money to like upgrade one thing, and then the rest of it just goes back on supplies and de-stressing people.
He doesn't tend to buy the supplies to deal with the curios and use them in the curios, so saves a little money that way, but then you get diseases and bleeding effects and stuff from the curios.
Oh, you should always bring a key.
I always bring a key.
Yeah, he brings a key.
I always bring a key, I always bring shovels, I always bring at least one bandage. The problem is not that I don't bring the stuff, the problem is that I don't know what to use.
There's a lot of wikis about
There
it.
is. I would say this would be a very delightful game to write a guide about if there weren't so many wikis. I'm actually tempted to try and write a guide about it anyways, though. And do something for gamer
when's that stopped you?
Never has.
It seems like the wiki.
The problem is there's just so much randomness that
formula is usually the best.
You can't.
It might be the best.
Write a how-to. You can't write a how-to win this game guide for sure.
Yeah.
You can write.
You can write about which skills are better and shit like that.
For areas.
So
I do think certain characters are better for certain areas.
Well, yeah.
This is true.
And certain items are good for certain, And you could write a guide about what skills are best in what scenarios on what characters. So how does the skill selection learn? Like when you learn,
when you get them off the stage wagon, they come with 4 random skills. They almost always come with their basic skill though.
I've had a Vestal that didn't have the melee attack, so I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, they don't come with the basic.
Well, I
skill.
would say Vestal's basic skill is that healing ability. I've never seen one come without it.
With that.
Yeah,
they do not.
I mean they have 2 healing spells, so it's just luck of the draw. You have what, 8 skills or something, and 2 of them are healing. You start out with 4, so your odds of having a healing skill are very high.
You can get a Vestal that does not have healing.
The Vestal with no healing is not a Vestal at all.
That's why you don't hire those ones.
You know, I like the Vestal stun ability quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is all about debilitation. You're managing your stress, being in the right position in your party, which I think it kind of simplifies and streamlines the game to a large degree, because you know what characters have to be in what positions. So now, have you used the Houndmaster yet? Because I just got one.
The Houndmaster is one of my favorite classes.
Okay, because they have an
Oh my
ability.
goodness.
I figured BK would like that one, honestly, when I saw it.
That dog is awesome.
I love that man-at-arms.
He's gonna like that.
Bellow skill. That's just fantastic. I use it at the beginning of every fight, and that man-at-arms has been helping simplify battles for a long time. He might not be a great bosser, but he's definitely good at getting through the weaklings. Oop.
Fucker.
We asked for that. Must save mighty BK!
Yay. Well, he got me good.
You did. I think we switched positions this podcast, because usually it's me being the scrub and dying. And now it's you.
Yeah, I've died twice now.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Right?
I know, what a loser.
I don't think I've died at all.
We
Playing
should
like a scrub.
We should play
I'm the one who
Darkest.
dies.
We should play Darkest Dungeon sometime and do like parallel streams or just talk during the stream.
That game is just, I would be very content just watching other people play it because it's just so entertaining.
It's a very fun game to stream. I'm still.
See, you want to write a guide for it, don't you?
I kind of do. It's slipping out. It's slipping out in my sentences.
Your subconscious has betrayed you.
So, yeah. Might be something to do after Salt is done. So.
Oh yeah.
So it's definitely a contender for one of the better indie games on the PS4, but I'm not going to overpraise it until I've played more of it. So.
Yeah, the design is just fantastic.
I'm having fun now that I fucking know the controls. I should play more of it. Now I want to play more of it.
I threw a log away once because I didn't know any better.
Oh, that's not smart.
No, not smart at all. One of the worst things I've done. I actually finished that dungeon without the log, but they don't explain things like that. You know, they don't tell you shit. You really do have to put.
Up.
They want you to fail.
Yeah,
this
they do.
game
They
wants you to fail.
They want you to fuck up.
Yeah.
If they give you all the information about everything, you won't fuck up. They want you to learn. They want you to see what happens when you don't put the right thing in the curio.
Well, if they can't even explain inventory management to you, it goes a little beyond wanting you to fail like through the game.
Yeah.
It's more than Dark Souls. Like, I think Dark Souls has been dethroned for the want you to fail kind of punish you for trying game. So, just my opinion. But, yeah. Looking forward to getting back to it at some point. But, I just beat Deus Ex's permadeath mode. And yes, I was save scumming that, but it turns out I didn't need to because I'm a god at that game.
100 Earth Fangs.
Seriously, I know too much about it.
I don't know which one the Earth Fang is.
It's that little worm that
Things
sticks
that
out
pop
of
out
it.
of the ground.
Yeah.
Oh. Really?
It'll be fine. But,
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
I played through it on permadeath mode. I completed a bunch of side quests. I had more praxis than I spent by the end of the game. So I think I went through it pretty convincingly, and I played it safe the last bit. I used the kill switch. I pretty much saved up biocells and ghosted my way through the last area, so I got that trophy. Now all I need to do is go through breach mode, and I'll have my next platinum, which I'm looking forward to. Speaking of which,
speaking of platinums.
Alienation. Let's talk about this fucking cunt.
Yeah. How'd that one treat you?
Hardcore mode wasn't bad because I wussed it out on the second mission until, and it gave me a lot. Like my drops on hardcore mode were fantastic. They were giving me purple guns like every level, so I was never behind. The problem is playing that, I really got soured. Like doing the late game stuff, the uber grinding, I really got soured on the fact that they put so much of their best gear behind a paywall. That really made me like the game significantly less. And I also realized that when I was sitting there playing it and grinding and doing all the late stuff, just how simplistic and it's really a poor man's Diablo. I don't see how anyone could argue that. I know Greg likes it. There's just all it is twin stick shooter. The skills.
I mean, it's different. It's a different game type, granted, but yeah, they definitely stole a page from Diablo.
The skills do not play off each other. There's, you know, very limited RPG elements when you really cut to the chase. It's all about loot grind, and you know, you don't even get to combine your skills in interesting ways with runes or anything. There's no sort of class combos to deal with. So it's all loot, and the best loot is hidden behind a paywall. So
yeah, that loot, that paywall thing is unfortunate, but especially unfortunate since they didn't start the game like that, right?
Yeah.
They put this in after the fact for profits, I would imagine.
Obviously, but yeah, it was really grating on my patience at the end there, but I did it. I platinumed it. I was hungry for a platinum because I'm a loser. because I'm rubbing off on you, obviously.
He had to have gotten happy that I had two 12 slot legendaries.
Yeah, I only got that 12 slot thing because of her. Because I could not get one for the life of me on my bio specialist, and I was stuck between, well, do I want to just grind to see if I can get them, or do I want to,
Yeah, he was whining about it, and I was like, you know, I have a 12 slot legendary on my character, which I saved to get you that. She had 2 of them. I didn't even know I had a second one.
But
because I think it's a revolver, so.
Well, I was wondering whether I wanted to just keep playing my bio specialist and try and get a 12 socket weapon on her, him, whatever it is, or if I wanted to just level up the cores on Rebecca's Saboteur, and I ultimately went with the Saboteur, and that was a good choice in my opinion because by the end of grinding 12 new max level cores with the Saboteur, I still had not found another 12 socket legendary.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. There's only like 4 levels. I've never seen a game with that much density and enemies that are just absolutely annoying to have to fight. So
there really is only 4 levels.
Every enemy in the game pretty much is
2 of them even look the same.
Yeah, so I mean, discounting the UFOs and crap, which are, you know, all just small sub areas in the same anyways. So, and you know, you just play the game online with people who have the DLC and, you know, have Asian flags and are level 30/300, and it's all Cyclone Grenade and using the new secondary weapon, and it's just, it comes off as so shallow. It just reminded me of Diablo 3 and how much better Diablo 3 was in every facet. And I know it's the difference of a, you know, $20 game and a $60 game, but it is a huge difference. So just wanted to rant about that. Get that off my beefy man chest.
Yeah, fucking RNG does not like me in that game.
Yeah, I figured Jared would complain. Because he's been going for a 12 socket too, and I guess
got
no
a 12
luck.
socket.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
I got it.
Have you been doing the
hardcore on your character?
Have you been doing the hardcore mode anymore?
No, I didn't do that yet. I've been trying to grind for the level 30 legendary weapons and equipment. And I finally got a mine last night, but I still can't get a secondary weapon.
Wow, really? That's one thing I didn't have trouble with, honestly.
Yeah, me either. Primary weapon can be hard because there's a lot of choices for everything else but your primary weapon.
I've gotten 4 legendary primaries.
See, wow.
Okay, so what mission do we want to do to close up this podcast?
I don't even know what missions are on the list.
What beastie do we want to fight? We can fight a new monster. You want to do a new monster?
We want to do a new monster.
Yeah, do that hero half or whatever.
That's what I was leaning towards. Maybe it'll give us new stuff. So.
But yeah,
I love the little prayer they do.
Yeah.
I'm getting, I think, I don't have much. Yeah, I think I got the 12 slot legendary whenever we were playing it on podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember you getting it.
Yeah. Alright, one more story.
We're the only ones with 12 slaughters.
The hardcore mode can be tricky. Like
Tedious.
I didn't save scum like Nathan. I went in it like a man.
Uh-huh. You have more free time than I do. That's all I gotta say.
I was a man about things.
You can be a man about your games.
I literally saw a level 25 character die while we were going. My heart sank a little because we were playing together, of course. And yeah, he came back like 2 missions later. So save scum is probably smart.
Yep.
Probably smart.
I am unapologetic about save scumming. I only have so much free time between all these projects I do these days, and I'm not going to waste it redoing shit on Alienation.
Is this guy in the ground?
Looks like it.
Let's see.
So he has
but
that...
then he lifts up and he's not in the ground. So I guess not.
Does he have that same recycled energy charge attack that Jolix does? That's lazy, guys.
This looks like a boss monster from Final Fantasy X or something.
So right, I've been really getting the itch to play Final Fantasy VIII again. So naturally, the only possible outcome of this is Square Enix has to re-release that game on the PS4.
Like they did with 7
and 10 and soon to be 12. I think it's just I really want to play 12 again, and it's just kind of manifesting in weird ways. Jared already said at an earlier date that I could help with media, so I'm going to hold him to that. Gives me an excuse to play it. Alright, one more story. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered is going to require the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare disc in the system to play.
What?
Yep.
That seems weird and awkward.
I think you can... Well, the remaster comes free with certain editions of Infinite Warfare. So what they're obviously trying to do is keep assholes from buying Infinite Warfare, getting the remaster, and then returning Infinite Warfare. So I'm actually on their side with this.
That does seem to make a lot of sense.
I'm going to come down on the evil gamers or evil game developers requiring you to own their game.
Apparently PlayStation 4 owners get the remaster campaign early. It's already out. And you can play it or something already.
Can you buy it as a standalone? Do you know, Jared?
No, I don't think so.
Oh wow, so you have to buy the special edition of Infinite Warfare, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that does kind of seem like a shame.
Well, like you said, they probably wouldn't do that if gamers had some... Well, what's the word I'm looking for?
Self-control, integrity,
Morality,
integrity. We'll go with integrity. But I'm still going to come down on the side of the developers on this one. Because why give a perk for this edition and then just have assholes that are selling it back to GameStop and...
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's enough assholes out there that they felt they needed to do this.
I'm okay with this. I give them a pass.
Now, as awkward as it seems, it still comes off as incredibly awkward to me, but it's, you know, the methods that some people will use to skirt the system and be cheap assholes sometimes makes these awkward situations.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of developers, they just take advantage of it. They're just... No, we need DRM to protect our game. No, you don't. Your game sucks. You need DRM to boost up your sales. I think Spore was a huge example of that. And, you know, the developers will go, oh, no, look how much it was pirated. It was pirated because of your DRM, you shit fucks. There's a lesson to be learned.
Or SimCity.
Yeah, I mean,
where people couldn't even play the fucking game that they bought. That's where things go south. When your form of copyright protection harms honest users more than pirates, you have a fucking problem.
That's where I just go, no, this stuff is not okay. So I think we got all his arms off. Does he have any other body parts to go after? He's got horns. Oh no, we don't have all his arms
I
off.
think he still has one of his arms.
He does, his big yellow arm.
So why are some of the limbs blue and like some of them are purple?
Yeah, I noticed that. I can't explain why.
I don't know.
So somehow we have to go after those horns, and my character's not the one to do that. I can already tell you that much.
We got Jared.
Yeah, that's true.
It's my response.
But, alright, we got anything else to talk about? Hugely favorable impressions of Darkest Dungeon. Do you even have a Twitch channel?
I liked it more than I thought I would. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You and Tony kept going off about it.
Yeah. And I was only going off on it based on what I'd seen, so I probably shouldn't have been praising it that much. Rebecca had played it. I refused to. I wanted to go fresh on the PS4, so that's my excuse for not playing it in the months we've had.
I kind of want to go back to it on the PC so I can play it while I'm in there with you.
All right, let's gather up people.
Use
do a super attack.
Use your star on his horns.
We have to knock him down first. So if anyone has a special ability charged, now would be the time to use it to knock him down.
Alright, I'll try.
And then I'll try to hit him with the horn.
There you go.
He's not down.
Oh, it did not knock him down. It phased him.
It angered him.
we just made him mad.
The horns are broken already, though.
They are?
Did that break the horns?
It still has that
they
one
are.
arm.
Okay, well, we can go after that arm. If we can knock him down.
Oh, there we go.
I should really stream that game.
Darkest Dungeon?
Yeah.
I would watch. I think it's that entertaining.
You could watch while playing. Okay, everyone gather up next to me so I can do the special attack. Because doesn't it get stronger if everyone's near?
Yeah, I think you got to be near people.
Maybe wait to see. I can't remember if he gets more limbs or not.
Oh, does he? Okay, so I'll hold off on him then. If he recovers then. Right, that's true, he hasn't gone into his second form. Shit, end combo. Okay. I've used surprisingly little of my abilities so far. Ouch. That'll necessitate some healing there. So you're gonna stream Dragon Quest Heroes on the Gamer Guides channel, Jared? Is that your plan?
Dragon Quest Builder?
Dragon Quest Builder?
Yeah, I keep getting them confused. I know what I mean, damn it. If only that game had co-op, that would be a no-brainer.
How you can make a game like that nowadays without co-op seems beyond me.
I think he's about to do something.
He's just gonna get mad, that's all. I forgot I had charge-up power attacks. That shows how good of a gamer I am. Let's see what his special ability is, or his transformation is. I'm really looking forward to tacos. I am. I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise, being a big fat ass, but...
Well, we've been eating vegetable soup and stuff.
We've been eating okay. We've been eating okay. I've been mixing canned chili with cans of chili beans to create a meal that I like that is still actually pretty good for you. So, everyone watches these podcasts to hear about my dietary habits. I know.
Well, you know, that's important too. Video game news and Nathan's dietary habits. The complete package, some might say.
Now, the complete package will be if I start talking about my bowel movements on here.
Oh, God.
Available on request. So has anyone played anything new or interesting recently? Aside from Darkest Dungeon?
I have been going through Resident Evil 5. I almost have a platinum on that, actually.
Yeah. With your work boyfriend.
Work boyfriend, yep.
The person he's...
Wait, I mean, no.
The person who's refusing to co-op games with me because he's already done them with his work boyfriend.
Oh, I really don't want to play Dark Souls 2 again.
You do, you just don't know it yet. You think you do, but you don't.
Okay, that was his second form, which is
Yeah,
really
he is,
creepy.
Yeah,
he is
that's...
upside down.
That is disturbing.
Okay, no new limbs.
Okay, well, just gather up
That
and
means
let's
go
hit
for
this
it,
guy.
right?
Yeah, that means go for it. I
Oh.
hope he doesn't move out of the way. Yeah.
Let him move,
I don't
okay,
like
now. Well,
it. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit him.
eat it.
Can't ask for much more than that.
Right in the weird monkey face.
Yeah.
Monkey worm? What is he?
Holy crap, he froze me and burned me.
I think he killed me.
Yeah,
Huh?
he just killed me.
He didn't kill me. That's weird.
Ooh.
How did I get all my health back?
Jared.
One of my Mitama abilities basically revives and heals everyone to full.
Well, that's fucking nice.
That
Thanks.
was the time to use it, for sure.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
He almost took me out with that. He's not happy. He is a mean monster.
God, he did a lot of damage.
I really need his health to be lower than that.
He needs to stop jumping up and down. I can't hit him.
I think you just gotta learn to take a few attacks at a time. I wonder if you can make him stop. Oh, he needs to not do that.
Ooh.
That is his really bad attack. Oh, Jared, your
I'm
healing
sure
is
you
awesome.
rolled. It's not down fire. There you go. Oh, shit. Okay. There you go.
I fixed you. Does hitting the other player remove their stun status?
I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. I could have sworn I could have sworn someone did that to me earlier, and it worked. So I de-stunned Nocturnia there.
Yay.
Ow. So you changed your opinions on Toykiden any?
Ooh.
Who?
You, Greg.
Me.
You're the one who's wanting it.
I still wish
Oh.
I still wish there was some RPG mechanics in here and some skill leveling up would be nice.
Obviously, every game is better with RPG mechanics. I rolled under that. That's cheap.
The easiest way to dodge that is just get close and move around them.
Oh, okay. This boss is doing so much damage, it's almost to the point of why even have a health bar.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go back to the easier to hit.
No, I think he's staying like this until he's dead. Or until we are. Jeez. I assume hitting his head is the thing to go for, but I'm a little scared to try.
That's all I've been trying to hit.
I dodged. Damn cheating game. Where are my iframes at, damn it?
You haven't leveled up your agility enough. Oh, wait.
Wrong game.
Wrong game.
See, you do want to play Dark Souls 2 with us.
Dark Souls bleed over.
You do want to play Dark Souls 2 with us. You just haven't realized it yet.
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't be that bad. I'd do a proper magic build.
I know you wouldn't be getting any trophies, but we'd be
I know,
playing.
that's just like...
We'd be
like
playing
hell right
together.
there.
Isn't that what the point is?
You mean like the old days of gaming?
Yeah, Greg's like, that's
What
so totally
weirdness
not
is that?
the point.
That's so totally 90s.
Are you gonna pretend you don't like retro gaming now? Man, I want one of those NES classics, but predictably enough, they went on sale when I wasn't looking and sold out immediately. Now I can't find them.
Oh, they already sold out? Wow.
They're unavailable everywhere I've looked, so.
Oh, damn it. I'm dead. That guy is strong.
I am going
I don't know how I managed to revive you without getting knocked over or attacked or damaged.
Give me my skills back. Yeah, I actually needed to reskill back on this boss. That's not happened yet.
Shit! He started monkey breathing.
Nonsense. I call lameness on that. Couldn't get under him, and apparently it didn't get any.
Smacking him in the face when he monkey faced it.
Didn't get any iframes on that dodge either. Okay, this guy seriously needs to die.
Oh, we barely did that. Did you see me and Jared dodging at the last second?
And I'm down again.
Yeah. Stop it, you crazy monkey.
So I'm just gonna go sit over in a corner somewhere. Apparently this guy kills me every time he looks at me.
He's strong.
Hit this guy. Lame.
Alright.
Stupid monkey boss.
He didn't hit me with that jump attack the first couple of times, so I was assuming that you were kind of safe under him. No, now he's hitting me every time. Yay, special attacks! Okay, we need to put this sucker away. We have a Unity ability, and I'm gonna use it! Ah, right in your stupid face. Okay.
Right in the monkey face.
That did not stun him as long as
Right
it
in
should.
your monkey face.
Yeah, that really did not stun him as long as I would hope either.
Yeah, that was... protect the Jared, protect the Jared.
Oh, I hit you too late.
How the fuck?
Oh,
he
that
started
hurts.
the monkey breathing
that
while
hurts.
facing me.
I dodged one!
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna disappear.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no.
Yep. That's ass.
So where did it put you?
The beginning?
Oh. So you can come back to the fight?
I guess so. I guess I know what happens when you die and your
I thought it might
companions
have...
don't raise you.
Well...
Hey, I tried. I was running to you.
I didn't say you weren't trying. But the health bar was going down really fast. So.
Yeah, because we've died so many times. There we go.
Really, yeah, I died and got forced out that close to him dying.
Yeah, he didn't have much left in him.
If I knew he was that close, I would have not restocked abilities.
Oh, I restocked. I have no
Yeah, I
shame about that.
restocked while I was in the other area.
Okay, so I think that'll be it for the Toykiden stream and the podcast. And we are gonna go
And then
get
we
some.
have to go run for tacos.
We're gonna get some taco goodness, and then I might be on in a bit to play Darkest Dungeon. So if you want to chat while playing Darkest Dungeon, that would be a-okay with me.
Yeah, let's do that.
I've been having
After
good luck
tacos,
with it.
I assume.
After tacos, certainly. Well, obviously everything is a secondary priority to tacos.
Right. Like everything.
Come on. How special do you think you are?
Mitama.
That kind of arrogance is unappealing.
Yeah, thinking that you're better than tacos.
I know. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't think I'm better than tacos.
Okay.
The only thing you and tacos share in common
It's laying it on so thick.
is a 4-letter name, okay?
This is a 4-letter name.
Alright, so that'll be it. We'll see you guys later. Next Wednesday, I guess at 10 o'clock is when we'll do it, right, Greg?
Yep, next Wednesday.
And hopefully we have more developments to talk about. Jared, it is your job to get Dragon Quest Builders and play it and tell us all about it.
Alright.
And hopefully we will have some more to say on Darkest Dungeon. And
Anything else new coming out that that anybody's going to play within the week?
not until Skyrim, as far as I know. So.
Yeah, I can't think of anything coming in that's being played soon. But Civilization 6 is coming, ever closer.
Are you gonna play it? Or are you gonna buy it?
I have to.
Okay.
I've sunk too many hours into Civ 5 not to.
When does that game come out?
I think it is. Is it November? No, it's October. Let's check. You think I would know this?
Yeah, you think you would, but here you are.
October 21st.
You know what, Greg? Tacos would know when it came out.
Tacos would think it would know when it came out. They don't really know.
Tacos would tell you when it came out, and that's when it would come out.
You're probably getting those Taco Bell tacos that think they know everything, but they don't know anything.
Well, those Taco Bell tacos are certainly aged enough to be wise. So, no, we're not getting Taco Bell tacos. We're making edible tacos. We're making non-dysentery tacos.
That's good at least.
Not the Hillary
Tacos with
Clinton,
real
Donald
meat.
Trump type of tacos. God, I still remember that. Donald Trump, I love Mexicans. Look at the taco bowl on my desk. It's like, you fucking Fruit Loop. Alright. Anyways, let's go. We'll see you all next week, Wednesday, 10 o'clock Central. We will be talking more games, so until then, see ya.
Take care, everybody.